everyone, this is Mitch from Castro Valley Fitness. How you doing today? Haven't done an exercise video in a little bit, so decided to do one today. The exercise we're going to work on today is one of these exercises that appears fairly simple, but there's a lot going on with it, and it's a little bit harder than it might at first appear. It's an exercise that's going to work a lot on your stability and also your strength, and it's an exercise that can really help with knee pain, hip pain, or back pain as you get better at it. So it's a single leg hip extension. I'm just going to show you how to do it, kind of give you all the know-how on what to look for with it and how it's helping you. So you might have seen this exercise here. This is just kind of known as a hip extension, is what we call it, also known as a bridge. You're just coming up this way, okay? So to squeeze your glutes at the top, keeping your core a little tight, and just going through there. So that's a hip extension. What that's doing is, working on just basic hip movement, glute strength, hamstring strength to a certain extent too. So in order to progress that, we go to a single leg variation. So what I like to do on a single leg variation is I hold on to the opposite leg. The reason I do this is not because I want to pull on this leg as I come up. I don't want it to look like this. I'm just trying to hold this leg to make sure it doesn't move around on me. The reason for that is I want to make sure that my hip, my glute, and my hamstring are doing the work. I don't want to use momentum on this leg. I don't want to have this leg floating around. What happens when I do that is I wind up using a lot more back than hip, okay? So that's why I do that. So what I'm looking for here is just a little tight, just a little hold on the leg here. Again, not super tight, but just enough so it's not moving around. I'm pushing off through the heel on this side, bringing that hip up. I'm trying to keep my hips level from side to side, right through there. I'm going to do all my reps, and then I will switch legs, do all my reps on this side. And again, what I want is to get a nice straight line from my shoulder to my knee, or as straight as I can get it. Okay, everyone's going to be kind of a little different in that way as far as how high they can go. So a couple things to think about with this exercise are one of the most common things that people have issue with is they will get a good hamstring cramp on that push-off leg right in there. What that's telling you is that your glutes aren't working. Okay, so you need to really concentrate on squeezing that glute during that movement, because right now your hamstring is doing all the work. This is going to be very common for people that may have a little back pain or knee pain or something like that, where their glutes just aren't used to doing the work that we want your glutes to do. So that's the other thing. The other thing you want to be careful about is trying to keep your hips as even as you can across. So I don't want this kind of thing going on. I don't want back and forth movement. I'm trying to keep everything as steady and straight up and down as I can during that movement, okay? And then lastly, I want to make sure that I am pushing off on this heel, not my toe. I don't want to see this on the floor. I want to see this on the floor. So you can have your foot flat is perfectly fine, but I prefer just really concentrate on that push off through the heel. And whenever you push off through the heel, this goes for standing movements as well, pushing off through the heel, you're going to get a lot more of your posterior chain, which is your glutes, your hamstrings, okay? Whereas if you push off on your toe, you're more likely to get kind of the front, which is going to be more quad. With this exercise, we really want to work on our hamstrings and our glutes. And again, this exercise is going to help your knee pain, and it's going to help back pain, it's going to help hip pain, because it's going to activate the muscles in the hip that kind of put these muscles in a good position, okay? I don't have time to get too much more detailed than that. So if you have any questions about it, please let me know. Try this in your exercise program. Let me know how it goes. If you have any questions, again, please let me know. And again, this is Mitch from Castro Valley Fitness. Have a lovely day. Boom.